Make your own reading den at home and find something you love to read to take you to another place. First, find a good space for your den. Maybe under a table, maybe under the stairs, maybe in a cupboard, maybe down beside your bed. Find yourself a good space. Then get building. Build your den. You might want to use sheets or blankets or some cloths, chairs, tables, whatever you have. You maybe want to check with your grown-up first. And lastly, enjoy your space. You might want to add some cushions and bring in some soft toys. How about snuggling under a cosy blanket? You might try adding some lights, maybe some that you've got left over from Christmas. If you don't have any lights, you could find a torch. You could share your books with your family. You could build a den out of blankets or even cardboard, and this one folds down. How about going outside if you've got space outside where you live? Maybe find a cosy spot and wrap up warm. It could be super fun. Once you have made your den, then take time to choose what you would like to read. It could be anything that you enjoy. You could choose to read a comic. If you like jokes, you could choose to read a joke book. Maybe you like stories full of adventure. So how about looking for an adventure book to read? Maybe you could choose to read a funny book. Lots of children love to read fairy tales, fairy stories or fantasy books. Maybe this is something that you would love. How about choosing to read a classic book? You could choose to read a scary book. You could choose to read a non-fiction book. That's an information book. You could choose to read chapter books. Maybe you've got your favourite series. Snuggle down and read one of those. Or why not try a different chapter book you've never read before? Maybe you love history, learning about things that have happened in the past. Why don't you find a great history book to read? How about trying some poetry or rhyme books? They can be really fun and you can practice doing some lovely expression, read them out loud. Maybe you love sports. It might be football or basketball or racing or cricket, any kind of sports at all. Maybe you love watching them or playing them. How about reading some sports books? Books about the world can be really interesting and you can learn loads of important and interesting things about the planet that we live on. So, I've challenged you to make your own den at home and then discover the books that you love to read. Find your cosy place and read them. We would love to see photographs and pictures of all the dens that you make at home and the books that you read. So send them in to us at school. Julia Donaldson, I opened a book. I opened a book and in I strode. Now nobody can find me. I've left my chair, my house, my road, my town and my world behind me. I'm wearing the cloak. I've slipped on the ring. I've swallowed the magic potion. I've fought with a dragon, dined with a king, and dived into a bottomless ocean. I opened a book and made some friends. I shared their tears and laughter and followed their road with its bumps and bends to the happily ever after. I finished my book and out I came. The cloak can no longer hide me. My chair and my house are just the same, but I have a book inside me. Happy reading, everybody!